Boker Tov, Shalom and blessings, children of Yahuah and the truth. I'm doing part 7 of the Action Besorah, Yahuah's redemptive story. Roscoe, stop. I don't even know where it went. Jailhouse Shock, based on Genesis, Bereshith 39:20 through 41:43. Falsely accused, Yosef faces his first night in prison. But he is not afraid, and he is not alone because Yahuah is with him. Yosef prays just as he has done every other night of his life. What Elohim can save him? Leave him alone. He's braver than the rest of us. One long hot day follows another. The prisoners quarrel over food, water, and the best place to sleep. One day a fight breaks out. Stop it. Fighting won't make life any better. Even in prison, Yahuah is with Yosef. Through these trials, Yahuah is forcing Yosef to learn patience and leadership. When the keeper of the jail discovers that Yosef maintains peace, shalom in the prison, he puts Yosef in charge of the other prisoners. One day, the king's baker and butler are thrown into prison for offending the king. Both men have dreams that disturb them and come to Yosef for help. What do you think my dream means? In 3 days your head will be lifted up, and Pharaoh will give you back your high position. You will be the king's butler again, and please, when my words come true, ask Pharaoh to release me from prison. I am an innocent captive. Now tell me what my dream means. Like his would be nice. I'm very sorry. Your dream shows that in 3 days your head will be lifted off. You will be hanged up high by Pharaoh. Yosef's words come true. 3 days later, one man is executed and the other returns to serve the king. But the butler forgets his promise to put in a good word for Yosef. 2 years go by. One day, Pharaoh summons his butler. No wine for me today? I have had a disturbing dream, and no one in my whole kingdom can tell me what it means. Pharaoh, I know of a Hebrew prisoner who can tell the meaning of dreams. He explained mine. Well, what are you waiting for? The butler wastes no time having Yosef released from prison. Yosef stands before the Pharaoh of Egypt, or Mitzrayim. It is true, you can tell the meaning of dreams? I can't, but my Elohim can. Oh, Pharaoh, tell me your dream. I saw 7 fat cows come over the Nile River. Stop chewing, Roscoe. Then I saw 7 skinny cows come and eat up the fat ones. Elohim is warning you that there will be 7 years of good crops followed by 7 years of famine.
It makes no sense.
You should appoint a wise officer to store grain during the 7 good years. Then there will be food for everyone during the 7 years of famine. Who is wiser than you, since Elohim is with you? Pharaoh quickly calls the officers of his court. As they watch, he puts his own ring on Yosef's finger. I have put you in charge of all of Egypt, or Mitzrayim, as my second in command. Only I, Pharaoh, will be greater than you.
You guys got it? Come on. You're going to lose more hair. Buddy. Please. There's nothing there.
Pharaoh's man, based on Genesis, Bereshith 41:44 through 42:38. In a single moment, Pharaoh elevates Yosef from prisoner to prime minister. From the throne room, Yosef goes outside and knees in prayer, thanking Yahuah for his protection and guidance. Yosef orders the people to start preparing for the famine. He becomes famous and everyone rejoices when he marries the beautiful daughter of the priest of On. I am proud to be your Asha, Yosef. You have done so much for our people. But there is still a lot to do. The good years will pass quickly. All too soon the bad years begin. As the famine continues, people come from other countries that have run out of food. Only Mitzrayim, Egypt, warned by Yahuah, has stores of grain. People from every country come to Egypt or Mitzrayim, hoping to buy some of the extra food. One day, tribesmen from Canaan enter Joseph's city. In order to buy grain, they appear before the governor of Mitzrayim. Then, just as Joseph dreamed many years before, they bowed before him. My brothers, they do not recognize me after all these years. Joseph's brothers.
Did you drink water? Did you drink water?
I don't think so. Since his brothers don't recognize him, Joseph wants to find out whether they have learned to be kind and merciful in the years since he's seen them. He decides to test them. You are spies. No, my Adonai. We are 10 sons of the great chieftain Yahuah. He sent us to buy grain. 10 sons? How many more sons does your father have? He has 12 sons. The youngest, Benyamin, is home with our father. The other one died long ago. I still say you are spies. Guards, take them to prison. His brothers didn't even say that they had what they had really done to their brother, one of the 12 sons. Why would he think we are spies? I don't know, but if it was strange that the governor wanted to know how many sons our father had. Hours pass, then days. The brothers try to understand what has happened. Never once do they suspect that their brother Joseph is the governor of Egypt or Mitzrayim. On the third day, Joseph calls for the brothers to be brought to him. You may buy grain, but to make sure you are not spies, I will hold one of you in prison until you bring your youngest brother to me. Me? In prison? This must be punishment for what he did to Joseph long ago. I told you not to hurt him. Has it taken you all these years to regret the evil you did that day? Simeon is quickly bound and taken back to prison as a hostage. Frightened and eager to leave Egypt or Mitzrayim, the other brothers hurry to the storehouse to buy grain. Pay me first, then I'll fill your sacks.
There's so much.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know, babe.
See, he thinks this thing.
Their grain sacks filled, the brothers leave Egypt at once. But when they get home, they discover that their sacks are filled not only with grain, but also with all of their money. Why do you have money in your grain sacks, and where is Simeon? The whole trip was very strange. The governor said we were spies. He put us all in prison, then he released everyone except Simeon. Simeon has to stay there until we take Benyamin to Mitzrayim. Take Benyamin to Egypt, Mitzrayim? Never. I lost Joseph long ago. I'm not about to lose another son. I will not let you take Benyamin. But, Father, what about Simeon? Yes, what about Simeon? And what about us if the grain runs out and we have to go back for more? We can't go without Benyamin. The family uses the grain separately, but one day Yahuah's hungry tribe has to face the truth. The grain is almost gone. What are we going to do? Benjamin is the youngest son, the littlest son. Bringing Benjamin. I am not sure. I charged it last night. Based on Genesis Bereshith 43 through 44. Yahuah, the old chieftain, faces a hard decision. But why should the governor of Egypt or Mitzrayim hold Simeon in prison until he sees Benjamin? What does he want with my youngest son? Nobody knows, Father, but if I don't go, Simeon will die in prison and we will starve. I have to go. Benjamin is right. Then go, but this time take double the amount of money for grain, take gifts for the governor, and may Yahuah be merciful to us." Days later, Jacob's son leads their pack animals through the gates of the Egyptian Mitzrayim city. "Don't worry, Benyamin. We'll do everything we can to protect you. I'm not afraid. Yahuah will take care of us here, just like he does in our old fields at home."
Daddy has an appointment. Wait.
At the brothers' return, Joseph releases Simeon from prison. Then he questions Judah. Is your father well?" "Yes, Your Excellency." "And is this your youngest brother?" "Yes, this is Benjamin." The sight of his own brother Benjamin reminds Joseph of their mother, who died when Benjamin was born. Suddenly he cannot face his half-brother, so he turns and leaves the room. Alone, Joseph conquers the grief that overcame him. Joseph returns to the banquet hall to continue to plan to test his brothers. They are seated and the food is served, but even this is a mystery to them. "Did you notice we are seated according to age? I tell you, this man knows too much about us. What is he up to?" But even as they wonder, the governor has the brothers served. He gives the largest portion to Benjamin. This is a sign of great honor. "Do you see that? I hope that means Benjamin is safe." The banquet ends. The next morning, the brothers buy their grain and leave, but they are hardly out of the city before a chariot overtakes them. "Stop! One of you has stolen my master's silver cup." "Your master's cup? We are innocent. Search us if you want to. If I find the cup the man whose sack it is hidden in will be punished severely." One by one, the sacks are searched. At last, the officer opens Benjamin's, the cup. "I never saw it. I never saw it before. Never." "It's a mistake. I tell you, he didn't steal it. My orders are to bring back the man who had the cup. You there, get in the chariot. We'll all go back with you, Benjamin." Back in the city, the brothers face the angry governor of Mitzrayim. "Did you think you could steal from me and get away with it?" "But I will be merciful. The one who had the cup will be my slave. The rest of you can return to your father." "If Benjamin doesn't come home, our father will die of grief. Let me be your slave instead of Benjamin." For a moment there is silence. Then the governor turns to his guards. "Go, leave me alone with these men." The terrified brothers wait. Finally, Joseph speaks. "I can't keep the secret any longer. I am Joseph, your brother. You sold me as a slave many years ago. Yahuah has blessed me, and now we are together again." I'll read one more story. Family reunion, based on Genesis, Bereshith 45 through 47. Jacob's sons are shocked to realize that the governor of all Egypt, or Mitzrayim, is actually their long-lost brother. Then they remember how they last treated him. "Joseph, he must hate us. What will he do now?" "I believe it was Yahuah's will for me to come to Mitzrayim so I could save your lives and the lives of everyone suffering from the famine." "We don't deserve Yahuah's mercy, Joseph. Can you forgive us?" "I forgave you all years ago, but I had to be sure you had changed. When you showed your loyalty and love for Benjamin, I knew you had. Look, this famine will last 5 more years. Go home and bring our father to be near me. I will provide for all of you. Toda Rabbah, thank Yahuah for a brother like you," said Benjamin.
Let me fix this. Hang on. I don't know why you're freaking out. I want to make sure the time's okay. We gotta make sure the time's okay.
As quickly as they can, Joseph's brothers travel to bring their father the good news. Joseph waits impatiently until one day. Excellency, your father and brothers are camped in Goshen. Joseph hurries to his chariot and races towards his father's camp.
Calm down.
Father, Abba, my son, Yahuah, Elohim has answered my prayers. Back in the city, Joseph proudly presents his father to Pharaoh, who gives Yaakov the best pasture land in all of Egypt or Mitzrayim. No, I don't think so. May Yahuah bless you for your kindness to us. It's at 74 like yours. Oh, I forgot to show you the page. Right.
Sorry, everyone.
The end. The end. Okay. Next time I will be reading The End of an Era. Baby in a Basket. Prince on the Run. And A Burning Bush. I should have enough time to read those stories to you next time. I love you all, children of Yahuah and the truth. Baruch haba Bashem Yahuah.